In a moment that captured the attention of motorsport fans worldwide, Michael Schumacher, the legendary 7-time Formula One champion, made his first public appearance in more than a decade. Attending his daughter Gina-Maria's wedding at the family's private villa in Mallorca, Schumacher's presence was highly restricted, with strict security and a phone-free environment to ensure total privacy. No photos were leaked, no footage was shared, and yet the news itself made global headlines. While many fans rejoiced, assuming this appearance signified a significant recovery, the family has remained silent on the extent of his condition. Sources confirm his presence was carefully planned and protected, and while it's a sign of progress, it does not necessarily mean Michael is independently mobile or communicative. Still, being physically present at such an important milestone after 11 years out of the public eye is undeniably hopeful for his inner circle and fans alike. The gravity of Schumacher's situation stems from his skiing accident in 2013 when he fell and hit his head on a rock while skiing with his son Mick in the French Alps. Despite wearing a helmet, the impact was catastrophic. He was placed in a medically induced coma and later transferred home, where he's been under constant care ever since. Updates on his condition have been rare and vague, largely to protect his privacy. His family has taken every possible measure to shield him from public scrutiny, even as the world waits anxiously for news. That's why this appearance, however limited, was so significant. Held at a sprawling 15,000 square meter estate equipped with pools, a helipad, and a garden sanctuary, the wedding offered the perfect environment for a controlled and discreet appearance. It suggests the family may be testing the waters of public exposure, offering glimmers of hope without promising recovery. This emotional return was more than just symbolic. It may be a sign that more appearances could follow. Mick Schumacher, Michael's son and former F1 driver for Haas, recently announced his engagement to girlfriend Leah Hasanovic. A second family wedding may be on the horizon, opening another potential chapter for Michael to be included in intimate family milestones. Yet it's also a reminder of what he's missed, key moments in his children's lives, especially as Mick tried to establish himself in Formula One. Many speculate that with Michael's active guidance, Mick's F1 journey might have unfolded very differently. Michael's absence in mentoring Mick through his debut years has left a vacuum that no coach or manager could fully fill. Still, the family's willingness to allow Michael to attend such events marks a possible shift, a cautious step toward visibility, even if it's far removed from the spotlight he once owned. But while Schumacher's presence at the wedding touched many hearts, it also highlighted lingering tensions in his family. Michael's relationship with his younger brother, Ralf Schumacher, has been strained since the accident. Although there's been no confirmed falling out, sources suggest that the closeness they once shared has diminished over the years. Ralf has continued to publicly support his nephew Mick, even stating that seeing Mick and Gina-Maria makes his heart smile. Recently, Ralph's coming out as homosexual and the subsequent end of his marriage to Cora seemed to help thaw the icy relationship between him and Corinna, Michael's wife. It's unclear whether this helped bridge the gap with Michael himself, but it does point toward healing within the family's inner circles. Family dynamics have clearly evolved since the accident, and though they remain largely private, they still affect the emotional atmosphere surrounding Michael's care and legacy. Corinna Schumacher has long been the heart of the family, fiercely protecting Michael's privacy while keeping their household united. Her appearance in the Netflix documentary Schumacher offered rare insight into their life behind closed doors. She stated, "Michael is here, different, but here, acknowledging both his presence and his limitations." Corinna emphasized that the family continues to live together, attend therapy sessions together, and maintain routines that prioritize Michael's comfort and dignity. Her unwavering devotion, even in the face of uncertainty, has been both inspiring and heartbreaking. It's evident that her efforts are not only to preserve Michael's health, but also to maintain the core of what their family once was. Her words confirmed that while the man the world knew as a champion has changed, the love and commitment that surrounds him has not. It's a quiet testament to endurance and love through unimaginable circumstances. Mick Schumacher's own reflections have offered another emotional layer to this story. In interviews, Mick has opened up about what it meant to grow up in the shadow of a legend, one he can no longer fully access. He recalls moments when his father would enter a room and silence would fall out of pure respect, and how that aura shaped his own dreams of becoming a professional driver. Mick has expressed that he believes he and his father would understand each other more now than ever, sharing a common language through racing. But that bond remains tragically incomplete. In one heartbreaking statement, Mick said he would give up everything just to have that father-son connection again, especially now when their mutual passion could have become their strongest link. His words underscore the true cost of Schumacher's accident, not just in career terms, but in all the quiet, personal moments left unrealized between father and son. The media's role in Schumacher's post-accident life has often been problematic. In 2023, German magazine Die Aktuelle published what it claimed was Michael Schumacher's first interview since the accident. An article later revealed to be entirely fabricated by AI. The backlash was swift and severe. The publication's editor-in-chief was fired, and an official apology was issued by the publishing house, acknowledging the tasteless and misleading nature of the piece. The incident reignited the conversation around Schumacher's privacy and how far some outlets are willing to go for attention. It also highlighted the broader ethical concerns around AI-generated content. For the Schumacher family, the event was yet another violation of trust and dignity, reinforcing why they have been so fiercely private over the years. It's a constant battle to protect what little control they have left over Michael's image and narrative. One of the very few individuals outside of the family who's been allowed consistent access to Michael is Jean Todt, his former Ferrari team boss and longtime friend. Todt has described the post-accident Schumacher as not the Michael we knew, but emphasized that he is lovingly cared for by his wife and children. Todt's remarks, although measured, reflect a painful reality. He has stated that Michael's life is now fundamentally different, shaped by routines of care rather than competition. And yet, Todt also says he treasures the moments he shares with Michael, however limited they may be. That sentiment echoes the tone the family has struck, one of acceptance without resignation. Todt's bond with Michael serves as a reminder that while the public no longer sees the driver, those close to him continue to honor the man he still is, even in this altered state. The role of medicine and therapy in Schumacher's care cannot be overstated. Elite trainers, specialists, and therapists are reportedly involved in his day-to-day life, providing physical and mental support in every form available. But no amount of expert care can undo what happened on that mountainside in 2013. Progress has been made, but expectations remain cautious. Despite 11 years of intervention, Schumacher's ability to speak or move independently has not been confirmed. What remains is a slow, steady effort to give him a life of peace, dignity, and familial love. His presence at personal events like weddings suggests small victories, and while those may not be enough for fans hungry for a return to form, they mean everything to his loved ones. It's a different kind of recovery, one not measured in laps or podiums, but in glimpses of connection. As we reflect on this deeply personal saga, one thing becomes clear. Michael Schumacher's story isn't over. It's simply changed course. While the world may never see him return to the spotlight as the commanding athlete he once was, his quiet appearances speak volumes. They are reminders of the human behind the helmet, the father behind the fame. Whether he appears again at Mick's wedding or remains shielded in privacy, the legacy he built continues to inspire. The question that lingers is not just whether we'll ever see Michael in public again, but whether we, as fans and observers, can honor the dignity of his journey going forward. That, perhaps, is the greatest tribute we can offer to one of Formula One's greatest legends.